The US government is shut down, but this isn't the budget fight you've seen before. This time, it's about more than money, it's about power. The executive branch is reportedly using this funding lapse not just to negotiate, but to restructure the civil service and freeze billions in infrastructure funds for political foes. This is the weaponized shutdown. The clock ran out at midnight on October 1st after Congress failed to pass a continuing resolution, or CR. But the true deadlock is over healthcare. Democrats are demanding the extension of crucial Affordable Care Act subsidies and the reversal of recent Medicaid spending cuts. The stakes are massive. If those subsidies expire, up to 15 million Americans could face coverage loss, and average annual premiums would soar by 114%. That's a rise of over $1,000 per person. Republicans, led by President Trump, are pushing for a clean bill, arguing policy issues should wait. But Democrats say that delay is a deliberate tactic to let the popular healthcare programs die by inaction. This is where the shutdown turns from political deadlock into institutional crisis. We are seeing two unprecedented executive actions. First, the layoff threat. Reports indicate the OMB is instructing agencies to consider issuing permanent layoff notices, known as RIFs, for furloughed employees, targeting programs not aligned with the president's priorities. This is allegedly part of the controversial Project 2025 framework. Critics argue this weaponizes a law meant for fiscal discipline and is an attack on the nonpartisan civil service. Federal unions have already filed lawsuits in response. Second, the fund freeze. The White House has deployed pocket rescissions, a legally questionable maneuver, to freeze over $20 billion in approved infrastructure funds for Democratic-led states, including New York Transit and Chicago subway upgrades. Experts warn these two moves challenge the fundamental separation of powers, with the executive branch essentially trying to give itself a line-item veto over congressional spending. The immediate cost is stark. Roughly 750,000 federal workers are home without pay, losing nearly $400 million in compensation every single day. On a larger scale, the shutdown has triggered a major data blackout. Key economic indicators like the employment report and the consumer price index are suspended. This means the Federal Reserve is operating blind, making critical decisions on inflation and interest rates without the most basic, necessary information. This shutdown represents a dangerous escalation. It's no longer about a few budget numbers. It's about using fiscal crisis as a tool for ideological change and political punishment. The crisis continues to unfold, with legal battles over the layoff threats now heading to court. We want to know what you think. Who is ultimately responsible for this crisis and its unprecedented escalation? Let us know in